we go. Are we doing the thing? Right. Oh, man. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Protostyle. I am working once again on this tune, Floating Cities, or Floating City. I keep messing that up. Floating City. And it's a little bit too much like another tune that we worked on last week. So there's at least one sound that's very, that sticks out to me as being, oh, I could replace that one sound and it would probably make it sound a lot different. So this is Lo-fi. Back in the day, in the 90s, we called it trip hop. But it's also like smooth jazz. So it's all of the above. It's wallpaper music, but we love it. So this is our band, Aloe Recliner. And I am working on just polishing up this track and putting some finishing touches on it. So let's listen through and see what sticks out. It's not wanting to start. Hold on. Check my sound check here too. Good, seems to be working. Oh. This whole track got weirdly moved. Do you see this? Oh. I don't remember doing that. It's not good. I feel like sometimes that happens where, for whatever reason, it'll just move forward like that. And I do have some glitchiness. I'm going to try to not pull my hair out over it, but just deal with it. So I did try the, Andre, you suggested the voice meter, and that wasn't working. That wasn't working for me. So it's some other issue with drivers or something like that. So I'm going to try some different things every week. This week I'm trying to monitor through this Shure M7 microphone, which has that capability to have monitoring through it rather than through my Zoom interface, my Zoom AMS44 interface. But we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't seem to be making much of a difference either. So, oh well. Now it feels late. That's so odd. All right. Well, that's not even what I'm after today. We're going to go after these drum sounds. So it's specifically that clack sound, the rim click sound. This one? This. I love that sound. And a couple things. It does make it sound kind of dated, which is part of what's giving this 90s smooth jazz feel, is that particular kind of like rim click with reverb. And so I want to look at some replacements for it that are still going to sound like in character with the rest of the track. So and if you're just tuning in or haven't seen me before, I am working in Cakewalk, which used to be known as Sonar, which used to be very expensive paid software. It is now free, and really good. I'm really good. So it just removes the barrier to making one less barrier to making music, to have a really powerful free program like this. So I am going to open up my little sound browser and my audio library. Ash Anderson. There's my husband looking at my live stream. Yay, hi. How are you, potato? Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day today, and I hope you get to not be working right now. Okay, so I'm working towards replacing this sound, which sounds really great and 90s, but we want something a little different. So I have many samples. The samples that came with the MPC, Akai MPC, which is its own standalone DAW, really. And they make it difficult to pull out the samples and put them in your own DAW without using their thing, but it did it. So, let's look through here. I believe it's content. Yeah, and then these different packs. So, let's go for this Lo-Fi collection. I think this sound came from them in the first place. So, yes. Ash, I like the little kitty icon. That's our kitty cat, Anna. She's a little black demon princess, and we love her. So let me look at some other things. I do like the delay on this. It's like within the sound already, but that's not totally necessary. I can put delay on whatever I want, or not delay, reverb, as Mike from Creative Sauce says, which I like. All right, so what am I after? I'm after like a rim click. I could just go up here and search click or rim. I don't want to search rim. What do we got? Ugh. Not a fan of that. Or clack. Anything? No. Just snare. I want something kind of watery. It's a crack. No. Maybe. Well, let's drop it in there. And let's add reverb. Nice reverb bus already set up. Too much reverb. That's my favorite, one of my favorite reverbs. Just called Ice Flow Nowhere to Go. It's the Valhalla preset called Ice Flow Nowhere to Go. Actually don't think that that's working well on this though. So let me see if I have another. I have this Grand Hall. I think that's a reverb also. Ooh, it's giving me a weird kickback sound. No. Let me just see what it sounds like without it and see what we need from there. It's not, that's not bad. Let's add something in the Pro channel. There's some cool reverbs in here, so let's add one. Let's just do the style dial reverb. Oh. Weird. Sounds like wet. No, I'm not doing that. Oh, I could have just replaced it. Oh well, okay. Good old reverb. It's my favorite. I don't necessarily want my inverse one. But we'll see. I should just have this loop. It's horrible. We're going to fix it. Don't worry. Really bad. Reverb makes such a difference. No. It's not bad. Look at the EQ. What's happening? This is shelf. Still a little too much kickback. Yeah, there's some timing issues in this track all of a sudden. Weird. I feel like sometimes gremlins get in there and scoot things by 20 milliseconds. Yeah, look at this. What? Wait, no. Okay. All right, that's a sound I can live with for now. So it's not like favorite sound ever, but I can live with it while I'm addressing some of these other timing things. Like that's rushed. Right there, that's rushed. Let's look at it. Turn off the snapping by hitting N. Just moving it small. Now it's a little too lazy. Chris Roberts, hello! Just popping in. You're pouring candles, how neat! That's so cool. Are they scented candles? Do you use essential oils? Do you use synthetics? What do you use? Tell me about your candles, Chris Roberts. That's so cool. I used to make soap. So a lot of the kind of places that I would order fragrance from, and I'm a big, I love synthetic fragrance. I think it's fantastic, and it uses less resources than essential oils on earth, even though people think, oh, essential oils, it's all natural, it's better for the earth. No, it's much easier to synthesize molecules that smell good, and it takes up less water and less resources and all that. Okay, soapbox done. Cool. All right. Let me make sure that this is chill. I got excited about your candles, and so it's hard for me to like get the perspective on the chill. I better have the metronome on, because this just feels really odd. Is my drum track off? No? 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 That's correct. So weird. No? Okay. Yeah, it just feels like things are rushed or behind or both. Irritating. Oh, no, okay. All right. Soap. Yes, I was soapboxing about soap just then. Magical Astro. Oh, is that scent? How cool. Do you sell them? Do you have like an Etsy shop? Pop the Etsy shop in the chat. Let people smell your candles. Buy Chris Roberts candles, everybody. Maybe it's just a hobby, personal fun thing. I don't know. Okay, there's something going on in my bass track. Yeah, Gremlins definitely got in here. Those look spot on too, though. Maybe these are just slightly late. This is driving me crazy. Wow, what is happening? Hi, Mark George. I'm just saying, can I ask if you ever have trouble Cakewalk crashing lately? I've used it for around 3 years now, but lately it can be halfway through a project and Cakewalk will just vanish and all work lost. Oh, God, I hate that. It does happen. I do try to spam the Control S save quite a lot. I haven't had it happen much lately. I find when I'm working like all day on it for hours on end, it'll crash a couple times in the day. That's probably not good. But lately I've been not working long hours on it, like 2-3 hours at a time. Yeah, I haven't had that much trouble with it lately. So not sure what's happening there. I am constantly having this glitching thing, which I know has something to do with either the Wasabi driver or the ASIO driver. Or like when I switch it over to the ASIO driver, it doesn't do this glitching thing as much, but then it has other kinds of glitching where it'll like have these weird slowdowns and just kind of glitchy sound. But crashing, thank goodness, knock on wood, that hasn't happened lately. Sorry you're experiencing that though. It's terrible. Yeah, just hit that save button a lot, which I'm going to do right now. As a matter of fact, brought this message brought to you by Save, Control S. And today is 29th. Oh, I don't want to export. I want to save. 29th. Okay. All right, continuing on. It just sounds all wrong with the metronome. It's super weird. Let me start it from the beginning without the metronome. All right, already my pipe piano, this sound. It's exactly on. Is it just me? No. Yeah. Mark George, bad plugins. That can be a real thing. Plugins, I've had trouble with Waves plugins kind of messing up my systems, but absolutely a bad plugin can mess things up. Yep. Even though, yeah, you might try just taking them out one by one, starting with the most suspicious ones, even if they are like legit, that you bought them or whatever, or downloaded them from a place that you trust. There can still be bugs. But yeah, I was having trouble with Waves plugins. Interesting. Okay. Oh, and Chris, you're saying that there's a update due on Cakewalk, which is why there's been a long delay to get the vanishing crash. Yeah. So figuring out what plugins and just like maybe experimenting with taking them out one by one and see if that helps. But yeah, if you notice, like start to make a log of when it crashes, what you were doing. I did that for a little bit, and that helped. And I think, yeah, bad plugins. Absolutely. Urugami, hello, welcome. I do like Cakewalk. I like many, many, many things about Cakewalk. One thing I don't like about it is that it's not industry standard, so to speak. So some of the producers that I follow on YouTube and like to learn from are using other DAWs, mainly Ableton. So I'm wanting to learn Ableton also. That'll be the next kind of journey. But there's so many wonderful things about Cakewalk, and it is free. And I've learned most of what I know about producing on Cakewalk. And been able to create lots of music on it. So it's pretty incredible. I could see that you found it confusing compared to Logic. It's more, here's what I understand, that Logic makes some of the processes that are, makes them less transparent. I'll say that. More black box. Like if you want to add, I haven't used Logic a lot, but I've seen people work in it. If you want to add reverb to something, I think that it automatically creates a bus without you having to, and that's like your reverb bus. And I think that you can get in there and for like more advanced settings of it, but with Cakewalk, like you have to set up all of the buses and routing yourself. For me, it's more like hardware in that way. It's modeled off of hardware systems, whereas I think Logic tried to simplify it a little bit. Yeah, so I can see why that would be confusing, and it's really a preference thing. Yeah, but yeah, Cakewalk. Cakewalk has several special things that I really like, and I say they're special things without knowing I don't know Logic as well very well at all, and I don't know Ableton very well at all. But the things that I really love and use all the time in Cakewalk are the step sequencer, that's how I'm doing my beats here, and the Pro channel, which is how I am dealing with EQ and compression for the most part, but then you can, and also these console emulators add warmth, and like the tube saturator can add more warmth and texture to your tracks as well. But yeah, this is all in the Pro channel. I do have a video about the Pro channel a little bit, and it's just amazing. So those two things are great already, and it also comes with some pretty good instruments. I think it was either Chris or Andre. We were talking about the Sonar bass guitar in here. It has all these presets that it's really its own incredible instrument. Also, the electric piano that comes with Cakewalk is really, really good. It does a really good job at like being a Rhodes sound. Yeah. So those are some of the special things about Cakewalk that I like, is Pro channel, step sequencer, and then some of the instruments that it has. Oh, and also this reverb, the inverse reverb, which I've never seen before, and that comes with Cakewalk. You can also buy it separate if you're not using Cakewalk, but it's expensive, if I recall. Ah, cool. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry, Origami. Your laptop got stolen with all your projects. I'm assuming you didn't have cloud storage of stuff. I use Backblaze as a service that does all my backups and stores it in a cloud for me. And I think it's either like $7 or $12 a month or something, and that's just peace of mind for me. So yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks though. Chris Roberts, you're saying about the candles. Ooh, you just added the oil of Aniel, who is the Archangel of Venus, the Hermetic Kabbalah. Oh my. So these are esoteric candles. So you likely know someone that is down with the ideas. Cool. All right. Yeah. Like if you have a shop, put it in the comments. That's cool. Right on. Origami, about the step sequencer. Yeah, I've really gotten to rely on the step sequencer. One thing Cakewalk does not have is its own sampler. I'm using a free one. It's really good. It's called Sitala, and I like it because it's very simple. And it's drag and drop for the sounds in here, and with some basic editing on them, but then it's only 16 tracks, but it's perfect. it's been really, really perfect for creating little sets. And you can save the sets that you like, and that's helpful. So this Sitala in combo with the step sequencer has been like the beat machine for me. Yep. Okay. Bye, Ash. That's my husband. Bye. Thanks for popping in to say hello to the community. It's so sweet. Our cake stumble community. Yeah. Well, I can recommend Backblaze as far as a cloud storage backup service. It's very inobtrusive and it's happening. It happens automatically. Definitely peace of mind. But yeah, so I have Backblaze, and then I also try to do like physical storage, and I just bought a 2 terabyte solid state drive, and was not that expensive for that much storage. And it's an external drive. So, and that was like $150 US, which seems like that's going to be able to hold all of my music projects and then some. But I'm also doing visual art too, and that also takes up space. So lots of space. Storage is important for artists. Okay. Origami, I'm not sure what you mean. Can we talk about IMMS and why it's bad? I don't know what that is. So go ahead, discuss. Please enlighten me. But I'm going to continue to try to figure out what's happening with this track. Yeah, and if I can add something to the discussion, that great. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay. All right. So maybe there's something with my loop. I'm going to put it right back where it was. It's better already. I think there's something in the bass too. I might need to address my loops a little. All right. Yeah, I like the way that Cakewalk handles MIDI information also. Okay. I'm sorry that there's... yeah. Life's too short for bad DAWs. Then don't use it. Maybe I need to like make this a little bit more swingy. That already feels better. Save. That's another thing I try to get in the habit of doing is every time I make like especially minuscule little changes that make a big difference to the feel and how I'm experiencing the song, timing stuff, I save immediately. Yeah, maybe I just need to like move my bass hits just a little, like so they're a little lazier. That one feels all right. But yeah, Origami, what kind of music do you work on? Curious to know. Because people of all genres use Cakewalk. Like, I'm generally an electronic artist, but I've built projects that are jazz. I've built projects that are acoustic. What else? Like swing. I've done a lot of different genres on Cakewalk, so it's very versatile as far as that goes. But I like it for electronic music. it feels a little rushed. Let's see what's happening. It's funny because it doesn't look rushed, does it? Feels better. Nudge it over just a little more. Math rock lo-fi progressive. Whoa. Math rock / lo-fi progressive. Math rock / lo-fi. That's cool. I don't think I've heard of that as a genre of meshing before. So it's a kind of bad mix. Oh, you're talking about the specific song. Like, I don't know. Sound like math rocks plus lo-fi sounds good to me. Yeah, that's cool. Definitely drop your links in the comments so I can hear your music. For sure. I'd love to hear it. Oh, systems glitching. Boop. Yeah, this just feels rushed. Now it's late. You know what it is? I think it's these two. All right. It's better. I should have split those with the scissors though. So I'm gonna hold Alt, and when you use scissors, it gives it a nice little fade. Are rushed. There we go. Yeah, send the link, put it in the comments so we can hear it. Yeah, these are all feeling rushed. If I start scooting everything forward. No, I already checked my drums though, and they're on. What is this? This little chunk of nothing. Cool. Bye. All right. Ooh. I thought my Mellotron was broken for a minute, but it's fine. I'm going to try something. I have this Voxengo recorder. It's a little router. And let me see if this will work. So I can change this over to ASIO. May not let me. I'm glad you like the bass sound. It's a free ample bass. One of Mike from Creative Sauce's favorite bass instruments. And really can do, it sounds pretty real, especially when you like mess with it a little bit. EQ, but it's a good sounding bass. All right, let me see. Can you hear me still? Looks like you can. All right, let me see if you can hear. We can hear this. Nope, I can't hear that. Hello. Why won't it open? Never mind. Forget it. I might try it again later in the stream. Let's try to be crazy. It's actually a complicated thing that I'm doing of streaming and working on the DAW and recording talking at the same time. Now we can't hear it at all. This shouldn't be on there. I'm not going to worry about that. That's the other cool thing what Cakewalk can do is if you're set up for it, it can do surround sound. That's what this is showing me right now. But I just do things in stereo. Wow, this is just not behaving at all now. I'm going to save. I'm going to close. This is all part of it. Production. Woo! The stops and starts. Okay. Hi, Jamie Fonte. I am having timing issues. Yes. Welcome. I'm having timing issues and glitching issues. So we're just like, we closed the session. We're opening it up again and see if it will go back to normal. No, not hearing anything about this. Nope. Oh, okay. Stereo. That's why that was set on that. All right, maybe we can hear it now. Nope. Wow. Wait. All right. Let's go to ASIO. Sometimes it magically fixes itself. Doesn't seem to want to today. Got things plugged in the right holes and all that? Okay. All right, so here it's not even playing. Wow, what? All right, tell you what. I'm just going to close Cakewalk. We saved. So we're just going to exit out of Cakewalk. And then open it back up again. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe. Hello? So sorry. Anyway. Why don't maybe I can make sure that things are that you can hear over the system anyway. Sorry, everything's breaking. What is happening? Okay. Isn't that cute? There are no audio devices for the current driver model in your system. Okay, fine. Please fix yourself. Please magically fix yourself. That would be great. I was going to see, though, if on YouTube I could hear anything else. Let me see. Can we hear? Okay. Part of this is the in and out. Oh, we want to, oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to go to preferences. Oh, look at this. Nothing is checked. That'd be why. All right, then. Input drivers are going to be... We want my Zoom player. Okay. Man, this got all messed up. Hi, Mike. Sometimes hitting the audio engine reset button. Okay. It seems to be an in and out issue at the moment, but I will hit that. I will definitely hit that. Okay. Yes. Devices. Great. Playback and recording. Wasabi is fine. It's fine. It'll be glitchy, but it's fine. Playback timing master. I don't know why it's having it do it on my MV7 mic, but you know what? That's okay. Microphone. Okay, let's see if this works now. Should. Nothing. Amazing. All right. Oh. Woo! All right. Man, outputs, inputs, outputs. So important. Thanks for your support, y'all. Yeah. Definitely when I'm on Wasabi, this little reset the audio engine thing, it's going to be helpful. Yep. All right. Let's start from the beginning. Flustered. Course classic. It doesn't start for me. There we go. Now my pipe piano is misbehaving. I'm gonna deal with that later. Actually, this is kind of a cool opportunity for me to see what's happening. All right. Super quiet. So this is a bit of a glitchy one. This is Spitfire Audio. It's a labs thing. Let's do an experiment where set it over. That works fine. I love that. To remember that one. Man, these are cool. Ooh, love that. All right, let's see if that works out. Okay, don't need to solo it anymore. Great, fixed it. Thank you. It's been fun to play guitar again because I sound like an amazing guitar player when I run things through the TH3. I have a nice chain on it right now. Let me look for my guitar bus. Messed up. timing issue. Yeah. Let me move this bus over. Hold Alt. Move it over. Great trick. Thanks for that, Mike. Yeah. I have things running through. Hello. Yep, that little glitch. Let's put sound delay on it. Well, that's weird. I know I have it running through the CH3, but where? Well, anyway, I'm glad you like it. I can't tell you how it's done. I remember. Yeah, Gremlins. Okay. All right. My husband, who was on a little earlier, that was so sweet. He said that I work like a bee in that I move from thing to thing without a whole lot, with a lot of impulsiveness about what needs to be done. And I think that's very true. But overall, I'm tending the garden. And that's how I garden, and that's how I produce also. So it's really hard for me to just like focus on like, let's fix the timing issue that's happening here. So I'm going to just try to do that without doing a million things. Timing issues, guitar, making sure everything sounds chill. Okay, here we go. Scooch this over. A little bit more. Also late. Ooh. Much better. This one's still a little late. Yes. This one's slightly late also. Feels a little rushed. Ever so slightly rushed. Yeah, it's better now. Thanks, Jamie. Save. Like I want to deal, I so bad want to go deal with that flute sound, but I'm going to do timing. So far it's been pretty good. Timing. That's a little lazy. Something is lazy. On paper, it looks like it's this one. So we'll scooch it up. Hit N to turn off the snapping and allow the freedom. This one's also a little lazy on paper. Nope. Nope. There we go. Ah, save. Man, I also want to deal with that little snare sound we added, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. Focus. Focus. Yeah, I also like the slightly lazy timing. Sometimes late is right. Those feel good. Oh, it looped. Right, because I told it to. Cool. All right. I'm going to start back at the beginning, hitting home. Somebody in the comments of one of my videos for the shortcut video asked if there's a way to set up home as start at the beginning again. And I really like it. Default is control home, but I just changed it to straight up hitting home brings me to the top of the track. Good. I'm just gonna turn it down. Bad. All right. Got distracted by my clack. Close. Yeah, pretty close. Save. This high one feels a little rushed. Oh, or late. No, it's a little rushed. Let's try it. Scooch it back. Everything feels rushed. Comments. Ah, this is feeling better. This is good. Okay. All right. They feel like they're just not in time with each other now. Like the general timing. Let's see, what's happening? Let's try to line them up. That looks pretty good. Which one? That's the Valhalla. Supermassive with my very favorite preset called Ice Flow Nowhere to Go. Where's my flutes? Why is this? Claire and I were messing with this last week and disagreeing about what to do in this part. So I muted it a lot. I'm all about the Mellotron all day long. She's like very on the fence about it. Yeah. Bringing it back. Like we tried this pizzicato thing. Not a fan. Doug Kidder, hi! Welcome. Nice to see you. These, I need to make sure that they're set to cellos. They are. This is one of my favorite instruments of all time. It's the Redtron Mellotron, and it's free and outrageously cool. These don't sound right. What gremlin got in here? You know, I wonder if they didn't. I'm gonna transpose them down. I have my transpose set to tab as a hotkey, so that. Let's see if this helps. See, they don't sound like cellos. They sound like flutes. Something going on here. Let me switch it to something else. Switch back to cello. That's what it should sound like. Okay, and now I'm gonna bring them back up because that was so weird. Okay. Sometimes the instruments are just, I mean, they're complicated bits of software, so things can glitch out. Ah, that's the sound. Weird. Okay, save. Gracious. All right, because this is cello time. You can see up here, it's cello time. Cello is the feature here. And I did all this nice automation and everything, so. There it is. Oof. Mike, that is early. But I'm glad the vibe is helping. I like how you say that of Mellotron gives the not perfect. Yes. It's got this very organic flavor to it. It's perfect for lo-fi. Oh, that makes a huge difference. I just had to sort of reset the sound a little bit. Okay. Let me back it up because it really belongs in the whole track, and I had it muted for a while. I'm liking this tape piano better than the pipe piano that I had before that glitched out. Interesting. I'm having glitches I haven't had before. Always something new. There it is. Ah, there's that cello sound. Let's see how I have things panned. Update the name. It's not Wood Made Tapes, it's cello. Bring my sparkles back too. Yeah, I'm that Mellotron was throwing things off. It's better now. Flute sounds really good. That's also Mellotron. That flute sound. Could be a little louder too. Doug. Mike. Having glitches I never had before. Yes, happens with age. It's true though. So often though, like glitches cause good things to happen in my track. When something breaks, I like find a better solution. I was talking about that with a friend of mine whose like phone broke, and she thought about it like, no, it's just like the universe trying to give you an upgrade. So things are gonna break first. Yeah, good. Bring back all the sparkles. All the sparkles coming back. Like this line, this kind of syncopated cool line, we had originally just wanted it to go da-dee 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 da-dee. But then quantizing what we did, it made these this cool syncopated pattern. We're like, wow, we got to keep that. It's much cooler than just the straight eighth notes. Brought the rain back a little bit more. This little guitar drone sound. It's turned out really good. Good. This song is really close to being done. It's really done. Really close to being done. Let's go to the end there and figure out these sparkles versus no sparkles. It's a subtle thing. Let's bring up all the sparkles. Sparkles, just flute coming from here. I like it without. I think less is more. All right. Good. Timing issues seemed fixed. Now I'm gonna go through and listen to the more high top parts of the track and focus on that, getting those sounds good. I really like that tape piano. It's really pretty. And I've got Mike's favorite bass on here. I don't know if it's still your favorite bass, the ample bass, as far as free basses go. And I put Decapitator on it, which is not free. But makes it sound good. And also the Blue Labs Infra, some of that on there. So like the psychoacoustic phenomenon of more bassiness. And then I've got the hook to the kick. Could smush it out of the way a little bit more. It's so good. It's just a really great bass sound. I feel like I want... in this floating section, I want these keys to just be softer. So first thing I want to do is go to the MIDI itself and cut it in half. Those are okay. Actually, I don't mind a little bit more of those. These are cool chords. We thinned out the chord a little bit in this floating section to just give it a little bit more air in the chord itself. Let's just hear the chord soloed. There's still like a lot of mid in that sound though. I had to look at that. Just kind of a mid mud. Ooh, it's doing that thing again where it's getting really quiet. This lab sound is glitchy. It's glitchy. It's very similar to pipe piano. Now that second one disappeared. Oh dear. Hello? Well, it was loud a minute ago. Yeah, that's a wide sound. It's a very, very wide sound. And yeah. Let's deal with it this way. Ugh. wanted that to get out of the way of the bass. That's right. Man. It's making me question if I'm doing this much EQing on the sound, if it's the right sound. Ugh. Yeah, the sound is just kind of misbehaving. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this track with the events. Oh, man. I hate it when I do that. When I have more than one thing. Okay, Control C. When I have more than the thing that I wanted to duplicate. I just want the one thing. I just want this one. That's it. All right, we're going to duplicate this one with the events. Okay. And I'm going to mute this guy. And we're going to replace this synth with Creepy Piano. My favorite. Love Creepy Piano. I love this company, Electronic Sound Lab. They're so good. And they have a lot of fun with the instruments that they make, which I appreciate. So let's see what... Actually, that sounds great. So let's see if that sounds good with it. It's a lot brighter. Well, I EQ'd it really bright too. There we go. That's actually quite beautiful. Let's back this up. See if it works in the beginning. That gives a whole different vibe. I kind of like it though. Can bring back some of these mids now. Warm it up. I'm not totally convinced, but play with a few more sounds. I think I wanted to put have more something. Here, let's do dim solo. Nope, that's got some digitizing in it. It's such a gem, isn't it? I love Creepy Piano. It's amazing. I use it for all kinds of genres too. I really like it for ambient. Really like it for just straight singer-songwriter stuff. Ooh. That might be our one. Ooh, I love this one. Might do a little too much movement. I learned about, yeah, thank you, Mike, for introducing me to Creepy Piano, because I love this company. They're great. Everything they make is so fun. They make a synth called Retroverse too, which is super fun. Yeah, I just like all their stuff. So maybe this one. Let's try a few more, just because it's fun. Let's keep it for now. I like it. Turn it down a little bit. Like, it's not the main event. It does not need to be big in there. All right. Oh, those are super loud because of the MIDI. All right, now I can go in and deal with those. Those are pretty though. I like that sound. Turn my snapping back on. Yeah, okay. Okay. Over here, please. Over here, please. Oh my God. Give me the right icon. Thank you. Lost Illusion. These chords in the middle are different from the beginning. I'll look at that. I'll look at that, Mike. With the second chord of the whole song, you mean? Imagine. Why? Why? Save. And going back to the top. Let me see what you mean. I feel like the second chord should have the high note of the first chord. Okay. We'll have a lesson. We'll see if we agree. Like, in there really quiet. Maybe. It's pretty nice. I like it. I like it. You're singing the note and you realize you can't hear. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, this is nice in there. Just a little hint of it. I don't want the chords to be too thick when the rest of the instruments come in, but I do like it there. It's nice. This chord is cool, but it sounds like muddy. Do I already have a B up the octave? Let's try that. When you get too many low notes together, they can cause, like the harmonics can make it sound extra muddy. Ah, that's better already. That's already better. Yep, good. I might simplify it. Just simplify it. Do I have a G flat somewhere? I do. Already. What if I got rid of this one? I like that better. Piano can be a bit louder in the beginning. Also, well, I think another thing I want to do is like make them not exactly perfect. I'm gonna experiment. That's nice. Some come in just a little bit. Slightly more human. That's a little too much. Yeah, I like it. Good save. Still not crazy about this one. So not really a hat. Those are kicks. Yes. Okay, fine. Let's play with these a little bit more because this is something that gets lost in doing. Okay, these are loops. These are cheating. Loops aren't really cheating. Woo! See, this is my favorite. I'm going to turn it back to what it was just to hear it. Oh, I like it so much. little different now with the piano. Different. Keep it. It was like the first thing I set out to change. It's okay. You got a million miles to go back home. I want this little ticky one to like move around a little bit. Just a little bit, not super wide, but I'm going to write in some automation. If it'll let me. What? Did that indeed write it? Should have. Why didn't it write it? I told it to write it. Oh, maybe it wrote it on the I feel like it just didn't write it though. Where to put it? Where to put it? Where to put it? In the kit. Did it write it on there? No. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. There it is. That's another thing I need to do is I need to hook the piano. Okay, good. I'm glad that that wrote. I can close that now. Need to make sure that this is hooked to some of the guitars. This compressor, so that it pays attention to those. Oh, and the bass. Yes. Let's send it to the bass also. Or send it to... Let's send the bass to the tape piano. No, wait. It was a creepy piano. I just hit the wrong button. Oh my God, what did I send it to? There we go. Fine. It can stay on the tape piano. That's fine. Cello, good. And then let's do a new... No, that was fine. Okay. What else am I sending it to? I want the creepy piano to get out of the way of the guitars. That's what I want. So I'm going to send it over to the creepy piano. is another part where I want these to be a little quieter. And come in a little bit more humanly. You know what? What if I had them do this? That might actually be really pretty. Boo doo doo. Boo doo doo. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I hate it when it doesn't follow along in the MIDI. Like, just follow along in the MIDI. This will be interesting. Might end up changing these notes a little bit. Carry on with that. I really like this arpeggiated coming in this way. Yeah, pretty. It changes it up in a really nice way. This top note can be a little... It's hard to grab the right one. Hard to grab the right one. Come on, no. Thank you. All right. Getting granular. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it does make a difference to a point. To a point. Like when your ears are exhausted, then it's easy to go around in circles with stuff that doesn't really matter. But I feel like that matters. Okay, I like this sound. I think it's more well behaved than the Labs instrument. As cool as the Labs instrument was, like I've had a little bit of glitchiness with it before. So let's listen all the way through now with this creepy piano, strange setting. Let's see if we're gonna stick with that. It's a little too all over the place in the beginning. I think I want it to be kind of a solid sound coming in for the intro. Be quiet though. It's a little too much. Sloppy. Save. When the guitar comes in, the piano is no longer the main event, so I'm wanting to make sure I can squish it out of the way. Check these entrances again. Better. Yeah, much better. Flute, main event. Is that a little too much rain? Sounding super pretty. I'm gonna go back to this. Yeah. That's dreamier. I like that better. Let's see. Yes. Ba-do-da. guys. This is being really weird. I told you to solo. Do it. I'm glad it's sounding dreamy. That's the idea. Let's trying different things here. I'm liking that. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, whatever. Glitch. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I feel like my ears are getting done with it. So let's listen to it all the way through again. Save. And this time I want to be looking at panning. Panning. So let me narrow all my strips here. Mark, yeah, thanks for hanging out. So many of these are virtual instruments. The only real instrument is the guitar. So, and that was played direct into my interface, and then there's an amp simulator called TH3 that comes with Cakewalk, and it's really good, and that's how I get the kind of dreamy effects on it. But mostly MIDI, as you can see. Most of the tracks are MIDI. Little dots and dashes. But then these guys are my audio, the guitar parts. I'm tired of the sparkles. My ears get tired of the sparkles somewhere in here. I think right here. Yeah, it is. I mean, the VSTs are so powerful. Is that where I get tired of the sparkles? Let's see. Yep. Yeah, I think that's good right now. Listen to it and then carry on. We had muted all these for a reason, now that I'm thinking of it. Because it really was supposed to be cello time, but I find myself missing them. Let's see. Yep. It's better. Yep. Cool. Good. Okay. I caught that. Mark George is asking, do you master your own stuff or send it to someone? I have the mixing down, but not good at the mastering yet. I've tried mastering my own stuff. It's not my bag. So, what I usually do is, like, if I have a mix that I'm wanting to send out, like, to my bandmates when we're pretty close to having something done, I'll put a quick mastering plug-in on it. And I think I'm, like, working with the mastering plug-in on just to hear it. I'm pretty sure I have it on right now. Yeah. This is what I have on it right now. And that... When I actually, let's do it right now. So I don't have a human I send it to unless it's a project that is like a high caliber project. I have a human I do send things to, but most of the time I master with AI mastering via Lander, which I'm signed up with them. They're my distributor. So Lander's funny because they're like a studio, they're like a learning center and a distributor, and you can get samples from, they're all sorts of things, but they have an AI mastering service that's really good. So what I'm going to do right now is, because I'm feeling pretty good about this whole mix at this point, I'm going to export this. So go to Control A. And bring this to the actual end. Oh, that's something I need to figure out, though. What's my actual end? With the reverb tail and everything. I think I even did some, I faded it on the master. Let me bring this out to here. It's my actual end. Okay. Control A. Oh, get rid of that. Bye. Line that up. All right. And let's export this. Oh, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off my mastering plugin and any kind of other mastering type things that I may have done to it. Yeah. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take off this EQ that I put to it, and it'll be really quiet now. Here. Not a whole lot. Yeah, it'll be super quiet. But super quiet's good for mastering. So I'm now that I have all that stuff off of the master bus, I'm going to export this as a WAV file, 24-bit, and then I will send it to the Lander mastering service, and I'll show you that. So let me export this. Just take a minute. And Lander has a thing where I'm at they have different tiers of service levels. Wait, did I have anything soloed? No, I didn't. I see this dim solo button. But yeah, on the level that I'm at with them, I can have unlimited mastering of MP3s, but then I get like 36 wave masters per year, and then after that I have to pay more for them. I have to pay for them. So here, let me pull up Lander. Lander. And I chose Lander because I can distribute under multiple artist names. Not all distributors offer that. And a separation between. So here's Lander. And so this is all the things I can do. They have like plugin. I haven't even played with their plugins. I feel like Cakewalk has nearly all the plugins I need. And then they have this thing called Sessions, which I do want to experiment with. It might make my glitchiness go away when I'm streaming, which would be groovy. Anyway, master track. So I will go to new, master a track instantly, and you can master a whole album as a whole, which is great option as well. This is some of the visual art stuff that I'm doing. Okay, and let's go export, and today that's the one. So it's going to think about it. It's uploading it. Gives me handy tips. The reason I know about Lander is through their blog, because I'm sure I've looked up things. I looked up about comping, and they have this whole article, or they have a YouTube about comping vocals and what that means, and it was really good. And so that's how I kind of first learned about Lander. But yeah, they're just sort of a all-in-one musician producer hub help thing. So I like them so far. Their customer service is good. I've had to get in touch with them to move tracks from one distributor to another. Like I was with DistroKid and I let it lapse, and it takes it, they take down your music once you stop paying the yearly. And so I wanted to take those tracks and put them up again. So I got in touch with Lander and said, like, listen, these were distributed with DistroKid, but I want to distribute them again. And here's all the information on them. And they made it pretty easy. It happened pretty quickly. So that was nice. Yeah. Jamie, does it matter that you have muted channels on your mix when you export? Yes, it does matter. Definitely. Checking for what you want muted and what you don't want. Huh. I wonder what's happening here. There's a lot going on. Your file is too quiet. Fascinating. Okay. That's new. I haven't seen that before. All right. Well then. Fine. Well, while we're here, I want to check the other track that this track kind of sounds like against. I want to make sure that they're not too similar. This is another one we're working on, so let's listen to it. And this one we had a real bass player, our dear friend Sarah Kramer bass, playing real bass on it. Yeah, I think this sounds different from Floating City, for sure. Oh, cool. Mark, that's interesting about Studio One having a good mastering sort of setup. Yeah. No, it's not about jumping ship. It's just about learning new things, learning new software. I think that's how you stay. That's how you stay in the game and like mentally active, is to learn new things. So I'm learning new software all the time. Like I'm trying to learn image editing software. It's a free one called GIMP, which sounds terrible name, but it stands for, it's like an acronym for something image manipulation. Anyway, and I'm trying to learn Blender a little bit. And what else am I learning? Learning the ins and outs of contributing to stock photography sites, like with my weird little animations that I've been making. And yeah, but yeah, it's learning new software. It's good. It's good to do. I eventually will learn Ableton. Okay, so this was too quiet to master. How interesting. Let's look at where it's sitting on our levels here. See, that doesn't seem that quiet to me. But if Lander said it was too quiet, then it's too quiet. Fascinating. Okay. Let's bring it up so it's like -6 there. Okay. Mark, how did I get on with Taxi? Did I submit anything? Yes, I was going hard with Taxi last spring. Submitted a lot of stuff, like spring into summer. Had a few things forwarded, but I've since slowed down with it. I did pay for another year with them, but definitely slowed down with them. Yeah, but what do I have muted, Jamie? Yes, I have a couple things muted. These things that I didn't want. They're like things that I experimented with, but I don't want in the track. So that's what I have muted. Like this tape piano that we dealt with before that wasn't really working out. Yeah. So those, when I have those things muted, they won't show up. They won't show up in the ending track. So that's so weird that Lander told me it was too quiet. It really doesn't seem like it's too quiet for Matt, because a quiet mastering engineers like it when you give them something with lots of headroom, when it's quiet like that. So I'm a little confused as to why Lander didn't like it. But we'll try it again. Do a take 2. just overwrite the other. And you can hopefully see how Lander decides to master it. And you have a couple of different choices within it. Also, I have a video about the free mastering service by Bandlab. And it's also good. It's also good. I've done some side-by-side things with the Lander master and the Bandlab master. And I tend to like the Lander master better. But the Bandlab master is great. It does a really good job. So, and that's free. So, and it brings things up to distribution quality for sure. So, all right. Let's see if this wants to do it now. Wonder if it'll preview it. Yeah, okay. What do you say, Lander? Okay. But yeah, AI mastering services, I think they're getting better and better too. And they are built by humans, built by human mastering engineers. So in a way, it's like having a lot of experts master your stuff, but nothing really beats, paying a person who has been doing it for a long time to do it for you. It does make a big difference. It makes a track really, really sparkle. But yeah, I feel like this service brings my music to a level that feels competitive with what else is out there in this genre of lo-fi hip hop, like lo-fi beats, study beats kind of stuff. Like I feel like it's right in line with that. So I'm happy with it. It looks like this one is going for it. So we'll see what it does. Like how it tells me what it's doing along the way. We're adapting the engine to the style. Okay. Yeah, it does take into account the kind of genre your music is, and it's sophisticated, which is good. Yeah, for the distribution service, plus access to a certain number of sample credits and mastering credits, and I think there's even some like Berklee courses on here. I think I pay $100 a year, which I thought I'd try out. So, okay, let's look at this preview now. Maybe it's thinking about it. Is this an issue of my internet or here? Mark George saying, don't know if you've heard of the YouTube channel Home Studio Simplified, but he used Bandlab and his own master and his was better. Yeah, it's worth using. Well, that's another way you can use the Bandlab mastering service is as a sparring partner, if you will, as okay, this is how I can compare like what the AI does to the master compared to how mine sits against it. So that's a great way to use it, really. I think I was talking with Eric Super Rabbit about that too when I first made that video of like that's how he likes to sort of check how he's doing. All right. High's good. Oh, that's nice, Jamie. You normally just use free plugins, but my son gifted me Isotope 10, and there are amazing tools for mastering in that bundle. Yeah, that's pretty much the standard is the Isotope. Yeah, it is not cheap from what I understand, but it can make a really, really big difference. So how cool. This is sounding really good. So here's the styles, like vintage warmth, softer compression for thick smooth sound. Balance is controlled with focus on balance, clarity, and depth. Modern is an open sound with emphasis on punch and presence. Let's hear it. I might do the warm. Balance sounds pretty good too. Listen through it on balanced versus warm. I think open is going to be a little too harsh. They're pretty close, really. Balance is good. All right, and so then I want it to make an MP3 so I can have Claire listen to it, and I'll listen to it in my car and on my Bluetooth speakers and on my phone and make sure that it translates to all those things. I'm still having major issues with like getting bass to translate over the shittier speakers, and that's just something I need to continue to work on and figure out how to do that better. But yeah, so that's Lander mastering, and that's what I do. I feel pretty good about like kind of ending this live stream with showing you that, because that's really what I do. It's like do a really like a good a mix as I can with the mastering plugins on there to kind of get the idea, but then take the mastering plugins off and run it through Lander's AI mastering. So yeah. Well, that's very sweet, Jamie, saying I'm super grateful for your channel. I mostly do metal stuff, but definitely learned a lot from watching you. Well, cool. I'm glad. Metal is very complex, beautiful music. So bravo. And I think Cakewalk's a great DAW for creating that. It's versatile enough. All right. Well, let's listen to our master and then call it a night, day, whatever time of day it is for you. Man, this really is thinking about it. Come on now. Floating City. Yeah, and this we'll probably release it in about 4 weeks, I think. Nope, not taxes. Yeah. Y'all do your taxes yet? Oh my God. It's been a thing. All right. Listen through. Yeah, happy to share the process. This is the studio magic done at home. And everybody's at different levels too, you know, like even the people that are out there getting like a lot of plays on Spotify, they're people like me that we're working in home studios and trying to make beautiful things. So there's a lot of us out there, you know. You can find my music on Spotify. Here, I'll write down the various projects that I have. You can look up. You can look up. So I have these like long form sci-fi meditations that are on Fine Art Loop. A couple things on there. And then Spotify and everywhere else. You can hear it's like Aloe Recliner. Look up Aloe Recliner. We have some meditation tracks and one lo-fi beats like this. And then you can hear and you can look me up on the Produce File on Spotify. I have an EP out. EP is called I Am Okay. Oh, interesting. I'm noticing a lot of noise in that track. Sometimes mastering can bring out the things you don't notice in mixing too. I'll have to fix that later. Well, thanks for asking, Mark George. Yeah. And Claire and I also are in a band called The Duke of Uke and his Novelty Orchestra. That's like our old stuff. I'll write that down too. And that's very different. It's its own animal. Anyway, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Great suggestions, great chat. So appreciate it. And yeah, I will see y'all next week, same time. Seems to be a good time. And yeah, hope y'all take good care of yourselves and your sanity and each other. Until then, see you next week. Bye for now.